This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good morning. So I think in the previous class I have told you that I will be showing you the monitoring tools related information. So so let us try to recall it. So in the monitoring tools we have Nagios, like Elasticsearch, ELK, and we have Prometheus, which is new to your Kubernetes setups. Okay, so even this Prometheus can give the information to the Nagios and ELK also. That can also be done. Okay, so first of all, let us see like how you can pull the information to the Prometheus dashboard. So the spelling is Prometheus, Prometheus. Okay, so Prometheus is like you can search in Google and you can get the starting link itself. You can see the official document. Okay, so where it will explain the usages of this particular Prometheus. Okay, so here there are two things. Okay, so one particular in this Prometheus tool, we have two components where one will collect the information and it will give it to the second component. Okay, so the first component will collect the information on all the nodes wherever you wanted to monitor. Okay, so whichever node you need to monitor, there we need to have this particular package installed. Okay, and this package will try to contact to another tool, sorry, another component in the Prometheus, that is called a server package. Okay, so it will pass the information to that particular server, and server will display the information in the dashboard. Okay, so we have a dashboard for Prometheus. So that is, sorry, that information will you can see in the dashboard itself. Okay, so let's see what are the things we need to follow. Okay, you can go to the documents, you can go to the downloads and see what are the packages and their versions and all. You can see from here. If you want to read some documents and all, so directly you can open it. Okay, so let's say if I open the document, it will tell you like what is Prometheus, what is architecture and all. Okay, so this is the architecture of your Prometheus. So this is the dashboard which I'm talking about. Okay, so this Prometheus server will have this particular dashboard installed in this particular server, and it will collect the information from different sources. Okay, exporter, I told you, right, there should be some component installed so that that will collect the information and it will give it to the dashboard. Okay, those are called as exporters. Exporters, EXPORTERS, exporters. Okay, as I told you before, this Prometheus server can give information to Prometheus UI, graphical user interface, or it can give information to Grafana. Okay, or alert clients, in the sense it can be an Nagios, whatever it is. Okay, and not only that, this Prometheus can integrate to the alert managers like email servers. Okay, uh, PagerDuty. So these are like alert managers. Okay, so it can give it to that. So it has, it not only has the functionality of showing its own information in the dashboard, and it can also give the information to the other tools. Okay, so that is how it is designed. And in the backend, it will monitor all the Kubernetes related informations: containers, pods, services, secrets, jobs. Okay, daemon set, everything it will monitor. Okay, so let's see how to install it. Okay, so that is our main concern. So we need to install this particular Prometheus. Okay, so we have different, you can see here we have different exporters: node exporter, okay, stats exporter, okay, push gateway. I told you, right? Push gateway, node exporter, MySQL exporter. If you want to monitor MySQL related information, we need to install this MySQL exporter on MySQL node. Okay, so if you install, after that you need to tell this information need to be passed to Prometheus. So that you need to change in the configuration file. After that, it will do it. Okay, so nothing to worry much. So exporter is a client package where you will install in order to monitor your particular components. Okay, Prometheus is the main component which you will install as a server package. Okay, we have different exporters here. If you want more, you can go to this particular link and you can see the exporters. Okay, so there are so many third-party exporters. There are these many exporters. Okay, so all this particular exporters and everything is developed on Go language. Okay, so it is developed on Go language. So let's see the installation process. So this is how download the Prometheus and we need to install it. Okay. So let's start it. Before that, I just want to show you one thing. You can run as a container. This is one method we have. So let us say you don't have any Kubernetes setup. Okay. You want to monitor Docker related things. Okay. And you don't want to set up a Kubernetes right now. So what we can do, we can create a container of Prometheus. Okay. That you can expose. You can see here. Prometheus will be running on 1990 port number. So he's trying to expose it. So on the physical server, he is trying to expose this particular Prometheus. Okay. The only thing what he is trying to do is like he is trying to mount the prometheus.yaml file. Okay, that YAML file you need to mount it to the container. Okay, so that is how it is. And you can, if you want, you can build a image. Okay, customized image and all. It is up to you. And even we can have Ansible code, which will directly install this particular code. You can see here. This is the Ansible code we have. So what he's trying to say, you need to have Ansible greater than 2.5 version. Okay, and then you can install this GNU tar. This is for Mac only. Okay, so nothing much required. So just use that particular thing and download this particular code, modify the parameters, and just run the playbook. That's it. That is just simple. Okay, so now let us do the things from our end. Okay, how to install it. Okay, so what I will do is like I will download this. Mm, Let me see whether it will first download. Oh, it's downloading. So I need to copy this link. First, let me start my missions. Okay. I will install on the Kubernetes nodes itself. Okay. I don't want to create another node. Only two nodes I'm taking. Okay.
So by default, Prometheus server, it contain any database or not?
Sorry? Database. Yeah, by default it has a database, PostgreSQL.
PostgreSQL, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here I have this Kubernetes setup node. Okay. So here, this is my Kubernetes master server. So here itself, I will install Prometheus and their clients and all. Okay. So I am not taking as of now the a different server in order to check this. Okay. So I already copied this link. So let me copy once again. Copy link address. Okay. I will use wget. So it will download. Okay. You can see it is trying to download it. Once it will take some time. So let it be done. So once it is done, you need to untar it. Untar in the sense you need to extract that particular file and then you need to install. Okay. We can see here. Okay. You need to extract it and go to the particular directory and then you can modify your configuration files prometheus.yaml that we need to modify. Everything is written in YAML files here. Okay. Even if you click here, it will go to that particular link, download link only. You can see. Okay, so that's the reason directly I've shown you the download. Still under download. Yeah. So it got downloaded. You can see here. Okay. So the latest one, you can see this. Okay. So it got downloaded. So what I need to do, I need to extract it. Okay. So tar exit vf. Okay, it is downloaded. So now Prometheus. So I need to go to Prometheus hyphen 2.7. Okay. Okay. So here you can see this prometheus.yaml file. Okay. So open this prometheus.yaml file. .yaml. It can be YAML or it can be YML, both. You can see here. So this is the main things. Okay. So this configuration file has two parameters. One is global settings and other is like alarms and all. Okay. So global parameters are nothing but the parameters which will be applied for the entire setup. Okay. If you want to set individual parameters, we need to mention under this particular session. Okay. So, but I want to mention the parameters for the entire setup. So that's the reason I mentioned under global parameters. Okay. So here in this, the main concept is nothing but here rules will be mentioned under this particular session. Scrap configurations is nothing but the main configuration which we have. Okay. So your script, your Prometheus will be running on this particular localhost colon 9090, but I want to change it to IP address. So what I need to do, 192.168.0.20. Okay, so now it will listen on this particular IP address. Okay, save and come out of it. Okay, so what they want to do, so here we need to change it. If you want a scrap interval, you can see here global value is 15 seconds. Okay, for this particular thing it is having 5 seconds. Okay, scrap interval in the sense for how many time it should monitor, right, that particular node. Okay, so what should be the interval of monitoring it? So that is the scrap interval we have. That is global value and this is the local value in the sense this is for it. Okay, global variables and local variables which you discuss in scripting languages and all. Okay, now, after doing these modifications, if you want to do more changes in the configuration file, you can go to the configuration and see, okay, how to modify parameters and all, what are the things you can replace, okay, everything you can see from here. Okay, so this will show you some examples. Now we are not concentrating much on modifying the values. Just we already modified this particular localhost to IP address so that my other nodes can listen on this particular IP address, because I need to get the information from other nodes and it should be shown in the Prometheus dashboard, right? So in order to contact to the Prometheus, I need to have a proper IP address. Localhost in the sense every server has a local host. So how it will contact? So that's the reason I have changed it to IP address. Okay. So now you need to run your script. Okay, Prometheus need to be running. It is not yet running. Okay, so here this is the script utility we have. Okay, so they should be running as a background process. So what I will try to do is like I will copy this. So we need to start the Prometheus. But if you execute this command, you cannot execute any other command because it will be running on the foreground front end process. So I need to throw this particular process in the background. So I'm present. I will give like this. You can see now. Okay, so this is how the Prometheus will be running. So what I need to do in order to show this particular dashboard, 192, 168, 20, 90, 90. Yeah, you can see here. So this is the Prometheus dashboard. Just simple it is. It is not too complicated. Okay, so if you go to the see, there are so many things. Prometheus, everything. Okay. Um, say like this, execute. You can see it is predefined already we have these many things that will be monitored. Okay, so Prometheus, Kubernetes, failure total. If you do like this and say execute, as of now no values, zero values right now. Okay, we can add a graph, we can delete a graph, we can do whatever you want. Okay, so this one I'm trying to remove. Now alerts, we have graphs. Okay, we have status. Okay, built-in command line flags. Okay, okay, it is translated in English. Okay, so these are like built-in tags. Rules, we don't have any rules right now. Targets. Okay, target in the sense what are the nodes you're trying to monitor, so it will show you in targets. You can see here. Okay, so this state is up. Labels. Okay, job is like Prometheus, and the instance is this particular IP address. Okay, if you go to this and say like this, okay, you can see it is showing you some information, but it is not accurate. In the sense you are not able to understand. Okay, but these are the values. It is showing you some values actually, but you're not able to understand right now. For that reason, we are using the graph. Okay, so go to Prometheus. If you want to add this graph, it is just simple, not too complicated. Don't worry as of now. Okay. Let me show you it. Kubernetes. You can see here, this is the graph. Okay, so this is Prometheus. Okay, role, service, pods, nodes, endpoints, services, pods, nodes, endpoints, and all. So we have the three different types. Okay, so one is update, delete, and add. Three particular things. For all this, there is a color differentiation. You can see it is a pink color. It is showing you the pink color. Okay, since it is zero, the value is zero. So that's the reason it is showing you in this particular line. This is the graph which I'm trying to show. Till now I have shown you the console. So this is the console. You can see all the values are zero. So obviously for every graph it will show you, see it is highlighted, right? For everything it will show you this particular straight line. In the sense it is running on zero. Okay, you know the graphs, right? I don't need to explain this particular graphs and all. Okay, so it is negative value and it is a positive value. So whichever you want, it will show you in that color differentiation. You can see there. Okay, this is showing you in the invent. If you want to increase the unit value, hours, 2 hours, and all, you can increase. You can see here dates. Okay, it is showing you on this particular time. If you want to modify, just you can give this. Okay, load time. Okay, let me show you the load actually. Load on the server. We say open stack also. Load. Yeah, process CPU seconds total. It will be as memory. Memstat. Yes. Um, you can see the memory. Okay, so this is showing you the memory in bytes allocated. Okay, so how much memory it is, you can see here now the current at this particular time at 2 somewhere around 255. Yeah, 255. your load is almost like your memory usage is bytes allocation is around 50, 40 to 50, in middle 50, in the sense it is somewhere around 46. You can see the accurate value. Yeah, 46. You can see here 46 there. You can see there 46982976. Okay, so it is like approximately it is showing you in bytes, but it is, if it is MB, it is 46 MB. Okay, so that is how it will try to show you. If you want a console output, you can see here. Okay, so in this way we can add a number of graphs. Okay, you can go to another thing and you can add the graph here. Let's say I want to see clauses max open fits. Let's execute. Okay, so it is showing you 1024. So let me show in graph. Okay, you can see here 1024k. Okay, so in this way I can have this graph. Okay, so this is how we have. So this is how the graph, by default it is already monitored because that particular node has the required information and all. So now let's say I want to monitor this particular second node. Okay, I have another node, right? So let me show you. It is showing me only the information related to my one particular node, that is master node. I want to see if it is Kubernetes, it will show you the entire thing. Don't worry about it. I'm telling about node. Okay, this node information need to be monitored, like memory, CPU and all. Okay, for that what we need to do, we need to have a package installed. Okay, that is called as node exporter package. Okay, let me search for it, or else I can go from here. Where is node exporter? Node exporter. So this is your node exporter. Okay, so here we have for Linux. Where is it? Yeah, so this is Linux, this is RC01. Oh, this is the two latest. Okay, it is a recent release. Okay, let's have it. Or we'll go for this just a older version. Think deeper. Just download here. It will take less time because it is a client package. Node exporter. In a sense, node related information, it will try to fetch the details. How will you say like how many nodes are integrated in this Prometheus dashboard for me? If you go to the status and targets, you can see there. Okay, this is one node, 20 node, 20 IP node. Okay, okay, now extract it. Tar, oh sorry, tar xzvf. So now it got extracted. Okay, so let's go to the directory. Okay, now what I need to do? So here I don't have anything like, so it is just a script, direct script. Okay, so let me show you that. Okay, so this is what we have done. We have exported it directly. If you run this node exporter, it should contact to the localhost 9100 and all. Okay, but here the problem is we need to fetch the details. So let me do it. Configure the Prometheus instance. Okay, now go back to this particular node, go to Prometheus. So if you look at jobs, it is running right now, Prometheus and all. So just open Prometheus. Here I need to add another job. Okay, job name, I will say like node. What is that node? 192.168.0.21 node. Okay, this node I'm trying to have a static underscore configs hyphen targets. So here I need to give that particular node 0 dot colon. Obviously 9100 is the something else. Yeah. So what I need to do, first of all, I need to kill this particular process. Okay. Now there are no jobs. In the sense it is killed. So now I need to rerun the job. Okay. So it will update with the new configurations. Okay. Let's go back to the dashboard. If I refresh, you can see here the second node has been added, but it is showing you some downtime. So connection error. So let's see what is that actually. Del TCP 21 connection refused. Let's see. Oh, the problem is we have not ran this particular node exporter. Okay, node exporter ampersand. Yeah, now you can see it is up. Okay, so now the node exporter is also been monitored. Okay, so it is showing you the up. If you want to see the metrics of this, then you can go to this tab and see the metrics, but you will not able to understand. So that's the reason we are going to the graphs. Okay, so let's say here, see we have so many node. Okay, node socket, node process blocked. Okay, everything. Let's say network received. We don't have any values. Only for 8 we have values. What is it? Drop total, network transmit drop total, flannel network related information. You can see how many interfaces we have for that particular node. CNI 0, Docker 0, ENP 0S3, flannel.1, LO interface, in this is local interface, with interface, with one more interface, and with another interface. So all the interfaces, how many interfaces we have in this particular node, all the interfaces are shown here. You can see here we have the same thing or not. LO, here we have LO. Okay, ENP0S3, where is it? ENP0S3. You can see the node names. Okay, so it is the same node which I'm searching for. Okay, what is that? Docker 0. Where is that? Docker 0 here. Okay, next we have flannel 1.1. Okay, flannel 1.1. So here we have some drop packets. Okay, next CNI 0. Okay, we have this CNI 0. Okay, and then with. So we have 3 with pairs. You can see the numbers, concentrate, and you can see the numbers over here. Okay, So this is how it is shown. All the interfaces of this particular node has been displayed here. You can go to the graphs and see. Okay, if you want to see this drop total, so how many we have? 8. So it is showing you on the 8 number here. Okay, at what time it is? Somewhere around 3:52. Last it is showing you at 3:06. Okay, it started at here. So what is the time at that time? 3:34 it is. Okay. Okay, so this is how it is showing you. You can see the details in the black one. It is showing you Saturday 10 November 2018 at 3:04. This particular there are 8 packets which are dropped. Okay, network transmitted drop total. Device name is flannel.1 and instance is this particular instance we are trying to see job node in the sense the name which I gave in the job. Okay, in the configuration file I have give prometheus.yaml configuration file I have given the job name, right? That particular job name is displayed here. Okay, so like whichever you want you can see there. Okay, so it will highlight. Okay, so this is how we need to monitor. If you want to monitor more, you just need to add your exporters. So similarly we have a black box exporters, console exporter, graphite exporter, HAProxy exporter, memcache exporter, MySQL exporter. Okay, and then we have node exporter is like common thing which we'll install on all the nodes. Whichever node you are trying to monitor, on all the nodes we need to have this particular package, node exporter. Okay, so this is how we have. Okay, so not only this, we have so many other exporters you can search from here. Okay, everything is documented, no need to worry, everything is documented. Okay, each and everything is documented. If you want to see like MySQL, it is official, you can see here it is showing you as official. Okay, here it is, like how they are trying to run and all. You can see they are passing the username, password and the host details, that's it. Okay, and these are the things they are trying to connect. So which are supported, it is showing you like which MySQL version we have. If you want to run as a container, you can use Docker commands here. You can pull the MySQL d-exporter and then you can create a container if you don't want to use Kubernetes. Okay, this is how we have. Yeah. So this is all about your monitoring tools. Okay, so this is the main monitoring tool. In future this will be coming into more into picture. Okay, how we have a Nagios. Initially it's like so only few people have used Nagios. After that there are so many people who are using Nagios, and now this Prometheus is also under development. Still it is under development, but so many companies have started using when they're having Kubernetes and Docker and they want to monitor it. Okay, so this is how it is. So what is the advantage of using these monitoring tools? Even though if your server is down, you can know at what condition and why it got failed, why your node is down, due to memory issue or due to CPU issue, whatever it is, it will be stored in this particular Prometheus dashboard, right? So then it will show you why it got failed because everything is captured here. Okay, so that is the advantage of using this monitoring tools. Okay, this is one of the things which we have. So Prometheus dashboard will be running on 9090 port number. Node exporter will be listening on 9100 port number. Okay, similarly we have other exporters which will be running on a different port number, so you can search that and you can see. Okay, so that is not a big deal. Any other questions?
Nothing, Sudham.
Okay, fine. So tomorrow we'll see the other topics which are related to something related to Kubernetes, any additional topics which is required. So as of now, this is the monitoring tool which we have. If you want Nagios also, we can use it. Okay, we'll see tomorrow
Okay.
that. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it all depends. It all depends upon the first you need to understand the difference between the tools, which is the best one, and then you need to use it. Okay. And we also have an options. I'm showing you that this is the Prometheus, where everybody started using this Prometheus for Kubernetes and Docker.
Okay.
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 So let's see tomorrow with a different tool in order to monitor or something else. Okay. And then we can have some discussions on real time things. Okay. Tomorrow same time.
Okay, Saddam.
It's 8 to 9. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.